Hi, I'm Michelle Eunice, and welcome to STL TV, the place where you get to experience St. Louis. I'm so excited today because we have a very special guest to tell us a little bit more about, one, Black History Month, but two, some little known facts about the United Way organization right here in the greater St. Louis area. And we have Michelle D. Tucker. She is the president and CEO of United Way of Greater St. Louis. Now, Michelle is a longtime participant in the United Way of Greater St. Louis, and there's a special society that she's gonna tell us that's making a difference right here in our backyard. So Michelle, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So Michelle, I have teed up this organization, of course, United Way, and this society. So February is Black History Month.
Yes.
The United Way has a Black philanthropic group, the Charmaine Chapman Society. And the organization, the group in particular, is celebrating 30 years. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the history behind this group, the program, and the impact it's making, and how it's special to you?
Oh gosh, I couldn't think of a better topic, and especially in recognition of Black History Month. The Charmaine Chapman Society, that group, our Charmaine Chapman Society Leadership Giving Group, was originally our African American Giving Society, and it is a society filled with wonderful African American contributors, donors that make up about 700 leadership givers. And these are professionals who give at the $1,000 level or greater to United Way of Greater St. Louis. And so the Charmaine Chapman Society has been around, like you said, for 30 years now. Something to celebrate for our community.
Yes.
Black philanthropy.
30 years.
Right, 30 years. And it started off, like I said, as our African American Giving Society. And after Charmaine Chapman, who was our first female and first African American CEO at United Way of Greater St. Louis, she started the society and then she passed away. She passed away, and we named the society after her, but it has grown in leaps and bounds ever since. But it started off with a small group of folks who were giving at the $1,000 level, and again, has grown to 700. And we are just, I would say, I just love showcasing it because across the nation, we are one of the #1 Black giving societies.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a tidbit of Black history right here in our backyards, here in the St. Louis area. Mm-hmm. And I know that you've been a part of the society for a long time. Can you share what kind of prompted you to get involved and what you love so much about it?
Oh gosh. I love that it is a way for me to connect with like-minded people, and I'll tell you, it does date way back for me. So way back in the late 90s, and I'll tell you, I was very young at the time, but I was at a company that contributed to United Way, and I was asked to step forward and give at the $1,000 level on an annual basis. And like I said, I was pretty young, and I thought, wow, that's a little intimidating. But I will tell you that it unlocked so much for me as far as community impact is concerned, because I got to know the United Way of Greater St. Louis up close and personal. So through this society, I was able to connect and network and give back in a bigger way, because together we pack such a tremendous punch in the community when you think about, the services that are provided through United Way. And so it has just been this wonderful experience connecting with people that are interested in the same thing that I'm interested in, and that's really helping people.
Yes, so you shared a little bit about the society, your personal connection to it is grown to over 700 members to date. So how does the society amplify Black philanthropy as well as empower Black professionals in the area to give back?
Well, it's a really good question. And when I think about the impact of the society, I think about this collective giving effort that we showcase and we spotlight every year through the overall United Way campaign. And so I just want to start by saying the United Way campaign here, it is something special for St. Louis. We host the #1 campaign in the nation. as far as fundraising is concerned in United Ways, and that's out of 900.
Wow.
And so, yeah.
Around the United States,
yes,
across
around
the country.
the United States, we are number one and have been for probably the past 4 years, and we have always been, you know, among the top 5. It says a lot about the spirit of giving here in St. Louis. But leadership giving societies and collective giving efforts like Charmaine Chapman Society, they've been around for a little while when you think about just the Black culture. Think about, you know, pooling funds to help out a neighbor, rent parties, things like that. So the concept has been there, but what Charmaine did for this regional area was to launch a huge effort around giving societies, not just African American, but the Women's Leadership Giving Society was launched at the same time. Collectively, if we think about all of our leadership giving societies, we have about 7,000 people who give at the $1,000 level or greater on an annual basis to United Way. So it packs a really big punch when we give together.
Yes, and you know, it sounds like giving, and I know United Way is a not-for-profit organization, but it's really the through line, not just of the organization, but the members in it. So why is giving so important to the Charmaine Chapman Society and United Way as a whole, really getting into that big punch that you're talking about?
Yeah, so one of the things I'll start by saying to answer that question is, you know, the collective giving over the lifetime of the existence, this 30-year period we're talking about, Charmaine Chapman Society has given nearly $90 million back into the community. And so think about that and think about the tremendous impact $90 million has on the needs in the community. And so those societies and the way that people get together and want to give to one fund to support over 160 organizations today, wow, it is just, it's amazing. It's amazing the power of doing that. And so we are impacting, as a United Way, still 1 in 3 people. And that's over 1 million people a year. So it really has a significant impact on the local community.
Yes, and so what are some of those initiatives, or how are those dollars making a difference? What does that look like in the St. Louis area?
It looks like helping people over a hump, really. And I, you know, the way that I think about it and the way I describe it is we are a part of the safety net of the community, and so we are catching people and bouncing them back when they experience challenges. So imagine we all experience challenges, and the difference between the people that we are able to help and maybe you and I is we have a support network, and we can look to family and friends to help us through something that feels like a challenge. But we have so many people out there who need a safety net, need to be able to call a hotline like 211, because United Way leads 211. They can call and we can connect them to thousands of resources depending on their challenge.
Yes, well, I know that you all keep members engaged throughout the year. If someone's interested in participating or joining, how can they learn more about that?
Oh gosh. There are so many ways to connect to the community through United Way. One of the ways is to join as a volunteer. And so that's one of the things that the Charmaine Chapman Society does. And we encourage people to get out there and make a hands-on difference. But if you want to learn more about United Way or get involved with the Charmaine Chapman Society, you can go to helpingpeople.org.
Awesome. Well, you shared so much today, and we've learned about a Black History gem right here in the St. Louis area, the Charmaine Chapman Society. So, Michelle, we really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you, Michelle. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I'm Michelle Eunice. Thank you so much for tuning in to STL TV today. Make sure that you check out the Charmaine Chapman Society at the United Way of Greater St. Louis. You can check out STL TV on all of our social media channels and check out more episodes like this at stltv.net. Until next time, we'll see you soon.